Hi everyone, this is Ashley with CT and Rena Digitals. I am going to do a tutorial to show you how to use my new digital paper overlays in Photoshop. I've been making a lot of digital paper collections. They're kind of the new thing in the shop. I made them with crafters specifically in mind at first for like scrapbooking and for print-on-demand products and stuff like that. But I wanted to do a tutorial to show you how to use them for digital backdrops as well, because they are super cute, specifically for newborn. They are square format, so they don't really stretch well on like vertical canvases for like maternity or other studio images. You could still use them if you did make them a lot larger for bigger backdrops, but they are ideal for newborn. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I do have one open already in Photoshop. You can use the copy and paste method into the image, but I'm going to use the place embedded method so I can show you how to quickly switch between the backdrops. So first I'm going to go ahead and go to my quick selection tool. You can go to quick select subject and see if it selects just the baby or the entire bowl that they're in. It did select the entire bowl, so that's good. That's what I wanted. And then I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that layer and create a layer mask. And then I'm going to click back down here on my background layer. I'm going to come over, select all, edit, copy, and edit and paste into my image. Resize here. I do want to leave a little bit of space outside of the image in case I want to add some blur, because sometimes if you go edge to edge with it, the blur gets pretty weird. Okay, so I'm going to now change my blending mode. Click the check mark up there. Change my blending mode to soft light, but you can play around with this depending on what you think looks the best for your image. Actually, multiply looks pretty good too. I think I'm going to do multiply. And then I'm going to add a curves layer. My adjustments, I'm going to create a clipping mask by clicking this right here. That just means that it's only going to apply to the digital paper and not my whole backdrop. And I'm just going to bring that up just so it's not as dark there. Okay. And now if I wanted to switch between backdrops, I would just right click this layer here and convert to smart object. Right click it again and replace contents. And then you're going to want to navigate to the folder wherever your files are saved. And then you can just double click a different file. And it's going to go ahead and swap that out for you. You may need to resize it. You may not. These seashells are really cute too. If she was in like a seashell prop, that would be really cute. And now sometimes these patterns are really, another way that they can be really cute is like if she was in a shell and you kind of put the pattern in a way where she would replace one of the shells on the digitals. That would be really cute. Kind of like I just had the seahorse fin is kind of coming out of the bowl here. So if she was maybe in a different shaped bowl, it'd look a little better, but I still like the heart. I have another one, summer pack, that has like circle floaties in it. So if you had a bowl and you put them like where one of the circle floaties is supposed to be, that would look really cute. And then of course go ahead and do whatever edits you need to do to your image. If you need to tweak it a little bit to kind of match your digital. I think I'm going to warm her up a little bit. So I'm going to come up here and click on my background copy or my top layer. I'm going to add a color balance layer. Create that clipping mask so it's only applying to the baby here and not the digital paper. And then I'm just going to warm her up a little bit more to kind of match the tone of the digital. Or you can edit the digital, but I think she did need to be a little bit warmed up in that image. So I'm happy with doing it that way. And then you're always going to want to also zoom in, check the edges of your bowl, and make sure that your mask did a good job, which it did. And if it didn't, there's a couple spots right here. You could just come down and use your brush, black brush, hard brush for the edges of your bowl, and just clean up any of the edges there using your black and white brush at 100% opacity. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and flatten my layer. And it's done. If you have any questions, go ahead and feel free to send me a message. If you are a studio photographer, I would love for you to join my group on Facebook. I'll link it in the description. If you want more free tutorials like this one, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel to be notified when I add new videos.